that conversation that you're waiting for is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's admonition to Nigeria's security organizations to work in unison is core to the success of the war against terrorism and other criminality ravaging the country. After holding a meeting with the heads of the agencies, he reportedly advised them against working at cross purposes and colliding with each other. With specific reference to security intelligence, Tinubu promised to adopt a proactive and intelligence-driven security approach to sufficiently address the nation's security threats. And of course, to have this conversation surrounding the national security with us is Mr. Matthew Oluku. He'll be joining us over the phone. Mr. Matthew, good morning. Can you hear us?
Good morning. Thank you.
All right. The task of securing Nigeria, we've had a lot of pockets of insecurity issues here and there, violence and terrorism and kidnapping. We've had past presidents promise us security as a nation. And we have our new president, of course, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, not avoiding that conversation. He has gone ahead to have meetings with the service chiefs and, tasking them on how to better work with each other. But the task of securing Nigeria seems to be a Herculean one. How do you react to the approach that this administration has employed towards security?
Once again, thank you for having me. I would say that the way it stands currently, it is so premature to start doing appraisal of the performance of this government with respect to security. I quite agree that the concern is unambiguous about the importance of security, because if you look at the section 14 subsection, I think B of Nigeria Constitution as amended, it is abundantly clear that the security of Nigerians and their welfare shall be the primary purpose of governance. So to that extent, it is irrespective of the lifespan of an administration, it is a fall under the purview of Mr. President to guarantee life, the safety of life and property, the protection of lives and property. But the reason I'm saying it's too premature to do an appraisal is because we understand that he inherited the former service chief that served under his predecessor, Muhammad Buhari, and they have not made any appointment with respect to security positions. We can understand that he have given his security advisor position to the former chairman of Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. I'm talking about the Ribadu, who is now the special assistant to the president on security. But if you look at what is happening currently, the reaction of Nigerians, I don't know in what capacity Ribadu may be serving. Because if you are having the office of advisor to president on security, it does, whether it means that the office of the national security advisor will be jettisoned, it's another thing to be seen. And it's another thing to see if he's going to take up the role of the national security advisor, and by implication, it means all the service chiefs will be reporting to him. Don't forget that in Nigeria we have a history of giving the position of the national security advisor to a retired military personnel. So you have to be seeing how a retired police officer will coordinate personnel from the military and all that. Though it is another school of thought is thinking that the president may want to have a firm grip on the security and thereby asking all the security chiefs to report directly to him. But if you look at the responsibility of the National Security Advisor, the office of the National Security Advisor, he coordinates all issues of security on behalf of the president. And he holistically advises the president on the issue of security. So if the president is directly going to midwife issues of security and perhaps take advice from his essay on security, yes, of Ahmed Bola Tinubu that over 120 persons have been killed since the inception of this administration. So that's why it's incumbent on Mr. President to act fast in terms of if it is strategy you need to change, if it is reducing the national architecture, if it is firing and hiring other personnel to manage the security system. I think there need to be proactive in that regard.
All right, let me just jump in here, and then I would want to paint a scenario to you before I throw my question to you. You and I understand how porous, the country really is security-wise. Looking at the fact that we have violent crimes here and there, such as carjacking, we have armed robbery, we have kidnapping, all sorts of crime in the country. Now, this differs with what we hear in the media, where the government and its agency will come out to tell us all sorts of things they are trying to do just to see that lives and livelihoods, are being protected. And they try to make us see how service chiefs are being changed and other security details are being beefed up just to make sure that the country is safe. Now, let me ask you, just to get your own perspective on this, do you really think with all of these we see, vis-a-vis with what we can also, attest to the fact, do you think we really have a good security in this country?
To be quite honest with you, the government, as a government, you are supposed to have a monopoly of coercive power. But unfortunately, Nigerian government is not having that. Nigerian government is sharing that monopoly of coercive power with some nonsense actors, unfortunately. But it didn't start today. It is a thing this government inherited. And like I said earlier on, it is irrespective of whether you are assuming office today. Nigerians and their property needs to be protected. And the constitution is clear about who should exercise that responsibility. The buck rests with Mr. President. That is why I'm not excusing him, irrespective of the fact that this administration just came on board recently. It goes to him to protect life and property. Because if you look at Nigeria currently, we are really that we are facing multifarious security challenges. The situation in the southeast is peculiar to southeast. I understand that even yesterday or thereabout, the former governor of Imo State, the president of Senator Rochas Okorocha, was attacked. And now the staff on the information we read on the page of this paper that perhaps one of the security aides was killed. And you see the issue of a non-government in the southeastern part of the country, and the government needs to be tactical, or maybe perhaps it needs its own approach to address. Then you go to the North Central. I think what is happening in North Central is specifically contention of natural resources that have to do with land. Because after seeing North Central, particularly Benue State, going by the name of basketball nation, it tells you that they have more arable lands than any other part of the country. So I think the issue of Benue State particularly has to do with contention of the Fulani herdsmen and the host communities. In an attempt of the Fulani herdsmen to graze their cattle, they stray into farmland, destroy crops and all that. So I think that